save quite a bit of money. We work in everything from a Volkswagen to a diesel truck, RVs, trailers, suspension repair, brakes, front alignments, tires, transmission fluid exchange, radiator fluid exchange, lens restoration. We have a 12-month, 1-year guarantee. That's a nationwide guarantee. I'm a Napa Auto Care Center as well as a Napa Truck Care Center.
A lot of the professionals use chicks, and that's a good sign.
We've been around since '59. If we were dishonest, we wouldn't be here.
What a great way to get a customer for life, to tell them the truth.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Well, back to Take a Moment with David Dixon. I got a comment that just said, "Are you single?" I think I said I was married like 5 times, but again, I'm married. However, I do know a lot of good single guys that could probably help you out. Actually, one of these days, I'm probably going to try to get my wife on here to do a few relationship questions too. People tend to ask me about advice for relationships for some reason. So I thought I might start doing some calls on that too later in the show. That's whole other issue for later in the show, possibly next week or the week after. So we're afraid of sacrifice. We don't realize that the best way to love is to give. And I don't love my wife because I want to get something back. I love my wife because I truly love her and because I lay my life down for her. And if we all loved in a real way, then I think that alone could change our society. And I think it's important that we analyze the way we love. And everyone has room to grow. I have immense room to grow in the way I love. I think just talking about romantic relationships, if we learn how to love better, everything gets better. Our kids grow up stronger. Our society's more cohesive. So that's why I think love is important. What does this say about us as a society? What does our view on love say about a society? What is this flipped upside down view of intimacy becomes more of when I actually care about someone, I don't want to be intimate with them because I don't want to, because I don't want to mess something up. It's a flipped upside down view. And what does this do to us as a society? As I said before, we have trouble finding our place in society when society is fracturing. So let's look at love. When our view of love is fracturing and confused, we can't find our place in love. And love is one of the most vital things, especially a romantic relationship. To have, as my one of my friends put it, a confidant who you can trust with everything, who you can share life with. That's why my wife's important to me. I share life with her. We share everything together. And to have one person, just one that you can do that with, changes everything. It makes you stronger, it makes you better, it makes you just everything. And if we can't find our place in love, which is, I think, the most important place to find your purpose, your place in, how can we find our place in anything else? That's why I want to start talking about love. That's why I think it's important. Because we can't find our place anywhere else. If we can't love well, then we can't do anything else well. Because it seeps into every other part of our life. How we love, how our home life is, affects our work. It affects how we relate with our bosses. It affects how we raise our children. It affects how we interact with other human beings. It affects it affects how gracious we are with others. It affects how merciful we are with others. It affects how brave we are. It affects how courageous we are. It affects how we see beauty. When love becomes lust, or love becomes something other than a selfless choice, it becomes demented and tainted, and it becomes an emotion that's unstable. And unstable emotions is what causes broken homes and broken hearts and broken society. If people saw sacrifice as something that makes you stronger, sacrifice in this way, if people chose to connect, if people were able to connect in this way, the way love's supposed to be, I I think our society would exist a lot better. I want to end with reading 1 Corinthians 13. Now, I know everyone knows this as the love chapter, and Paul talks about love. And whether you're a Christian or not, I think that this particular passage has a lot to say to anyone about love. So I'm going to read this. It's 1 Corinthians 13. I'm going to read the whole thing, so bear with me. Though I speak with tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I become as sounding brass or as a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have faith, so I can remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. Love does not behave rudely. It does not seek its own. It is not provoked. It thinks no evil. It does not rejoice. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. It's a commitment. That was me, not the Bible. Where there are prophecies, they will fail. Where there are tongues, they will cease. Where there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when that is perfect has come, that which is in a part will be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put childish things away. Put childish things away. For now we see a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know just as I am also known. Now abide in faith, hope, love. These three, but the greatest of these is love. If we could love like that, I don't think we'd have a lot of the problems we have today. Now, we're human. I mean, that's perfect love. Imperfect humans can't love perfectly, but we can try to love better and to make the world better. It's been Take a Moment with David Dixon. I hope you join me next week. I would like to thank SurflyTalk.com for this opportunity. Have a blessed day.